teacher and everyone. I'm Phương Mai Teacher 3 from class Listen and Speaking 3 of the 10. And we are group 3. Here's Hải Huyên, Thanh Nướng, Khánh Lính, Nam Lính, and Bích Huyên. So today we are talking about the lack of clean water in the world. Here's our content. Include 5 main parts. Part 1 in introduction and reality. Part 2 main causes. Part 3 consequence. Part 4 solutions. And the last one is conclusion. So let's get started with part 1 introduction. And we know that many people take clean water for granted. But for millions around the world, this is a daily challenge. Why, according to the World Health Organization, over 2 billion people globally still do not have access to safety managed drinking water source and water drinking service. So that is the reason why we chose this topic. So clean water is a basic human need and essential for drinking, cooking, hygiene, and health. And nowadays, many communities, especially in developing countries, still face water scarcity, pollution, and lack of infrastructure. Besides raising awareness about these risks, understand its root causes, and explore possible solutions is the reason why we are choosing this topic. And the last one is, by understanding the scale of the problem, we can contribute to change, and no matter how small our action might be. So let's find out the situation. About global situation, access to clean water remains a serious global issue. According to the World Health Organization, in 2023, over 2 billion people worldwide still lack safely managed drinking water, and nearly 1 in 3 million, 1 in 3 people do not access to water that is safe and available when needed. Besides, the situation is especially severe in Sub-Saharan Africa and part of South Asia. People must walk long distance daily to collect water, often from polluted sources. And for example, in Ethiopia, over 40% of the population rely on unimproved and water sources such as river or pond. So how about Vietnamese situation? Although Vietnam has large rivers like Mekong and Red River, but the country still face serious clean water challenge. But why lead to this problem? Firstly, in mountainous regions such as Lao Cai or Hazar province, many households still rely on untreated surface water or small natural springs. And during the dry season, these sources often dry up or become heavily polluted, as you can see in this picture. People must go for a long distance to take clean water. And the next one, how about in big cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City? Rapid urbanization has led to polluted surface and polluted river and lake due to industrial waste and domestic sewage. And that, as you can see this picture, in the Toilet River in Hanoi, almost completely polluted and no longer useful as a water source. Because the citizens in here also threw rubbish in the river and make that become polluted. And it's the big problem in Vietnam is that in Mekong Delta, regions suffer from saltwater introduction. And when seawater enters freshwater source, making water undrinkable and harming agriculture, like this picture. And according to Vietnam Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, salt water has affected over 50,000 hectares of rice field in recent years, like you can see this picture. And so why only to this like the water over the world? So let's find out the main causes.
Hello, I'm Lynn. I'm from Group 3. So today I talk about the main causes. Firstly is water pollution. Do you see the picture here? Is the main cause of the water pollution in many countries nowadays. So water pollution is industrial waste, particular chemicals like pesticide and fertilizers and household garbage contaminate the rivers, lakes, and underground water. You see here, this is the rivers and the lakes are polluted in many countries nowadays. And for example, in many developing countries, the untreated sewage is directly discharged into the rivers, making water highly polluted and dangerous for communities. And the next is climate change. Climate change also plays a big role in the lack of clean water. It affects the weather patterns, causing the serious droughts in some areas and heavy spots. Do you see? And floods can contaminate water source with dirt and waste. And the droughts reduces the amount of reliable fresh water. For example, droughts in the regions in like the Africa have made it difficult for people to find clean drinking water. And the next is poor water management. And another main causes that in many places water is wasted due to the old or broken pipes, and leaking the system and efficient irrigations in occur. And this problem leads to the loss of large amount of clean water before it even reaches to the people. For example, in some countries, leaking the water pipes waste thousands of liters of the clean water every day. You see here. And the next and the last, the main cause is lack of investment in water infrastructure. Many countries fail to the investment in clean water structures. Many buildings and maintaining the water treatment plants, pipelines, and safe storage system requires much money and technology. So government lead to the policy to solve this problem. And so, the next is lack of access to drink water due to the underdeveloped infrastructures. And it's my reasons. So its next is.
Hello teacher and hello everyone. My name is Quang Dung. Today I'm going to talk about serious consequences. Now the first consequences I want to share with you is impact on human health. Like a clean water is not only an environment issue, but also a direct threat to public health. Honestly speaking, every year billions of people contract infectious diseases due to the air contaminated water, leading to the severe illness such as the culture, and the typhoon, and so on, especially among the children and the elderly. The most serious consequences of dehydration can be die or the serious complication caused by infections. The answer access to clean water is not only basic or necessary, but a vital element for public health and the survival. And the second consequences I want to share with you is the food crisis. Water is an indispensable resource for irrigating crops and certainly less of farming. And when water becoming scarce, it results in the decline in crop output, potentially even leading to the complete harvest failure. The similar livestock can drown. You can see this picture, and may even perish and the large number due to the lack of drink water and the food. And this situation consequences is leading to the food shortage, high prices, and the poor healthy affected. You can see the picture. And next one. And the next consequence I want to mention for you is the server's economic image. Water scarcity not only impacts people's livelihood, but also inflicts significant damage on the economy. The sector, for example, is the agricultural industry and the tourism. All the rely on the stable water supply. When the water resources the winter product and business activity, the disrupted leading to the job losses and reduced income individual and potentiality even business failure. And this decline not only slowly the economic development, but also increasing the long-term its repercussions. The last and the last consequence is social conflict and migration. Number one is the conflict right. The shortage of water sources is the primary catalyst for conflict between community or the nation vying for access to the serious resources. Number two is migration and the pressure on the resources. When the life becoming challenging due to lack of clean water, people in the drought-stricken area driving the hill and leave their home. As you can see in this picture, in the third place between the living countries place significant pressure on the infrastructure and the resources of the receiving area. And the last is number three is the political and the social stability. This situation can easily lead into the political instability, posing the consideration challenges to stability and sustainable development. So this is my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Nguyễn and now I will present about the solution. The first is about family level solution. To solve the problem of clean water scarcity, both families and society need to take action. At the family level, people should save water in daily activities, such as turning off the tap when not used and using water-saving devices. And reusing water for cleaning or watering plants is also helpful. Families can install water filter or boil water before drinking, and it's important to educate all members, especially children, about protecting water resources. Um, on the large scale, on a large scale, for social level solution, government should invest in clean water system and wastewater treatment. In international organizations like UNICEF and WHO are supporting poor communities by building well and rainwater collection systems. Schools and communities can run awareness campaigns and organize cleanup activities around the river and lake. Meanwhile, business should apply water-saving technology and ensure proper wastewater before releasing this. And the next part is individual solution will present by Big Queen.
Hi teacher and everyone, today I would like to talk about the individual solutions to the global lack of clean water. According to the United Nations, more than 2 billion people around the world do not access to the safe and clean drinking water. This situation seriously affects on health, daily life, and economic development. So what can we do to solve this problem? Let's look at some practical solutions that a person can implement. And the first one is using less water at home. One big reason why we don't have enough water is that people use too much water in their daily life. Many people still keep the habit of letting the tap run while brushing their teeth, washing dishes, or even uses clean water to wash their jar or vehicle. And here is what we can do at home. The first one is turn off the tap when not in use, and the second one is reduce water to water the plants, and using water saving device such as low flow shower heads and so on. Saving water is not only help protect the natural resources, but also reduce the household expenses. And the next is individuals raise awareness of water protection. Understanding is the first step. If you don't think in the right way, they will keep the polluting and using up water sources. A person can try to learn more about the water problems and teach their family, especially children, why water is so important. So the last is so good behavior in daily life, like saving water and throw away trash the right ways. And when more people understand, group actions become stronger and can make the bigger differences. And the next is stopping people from throwing away trash in the wrong way. One big reason for dirty water is throwing waste into river, drains, or lake in the wrong way. And what can we do is don't teach
cooking oil, shampoo, and so on into toilets or water. And snake is trash in the rice plate. And take part in local cleanup day to have river and lake clean. And the next is supporting water-related campaigns and organizations. Many non-profit organizations around the world are working to bring clean water to community, such as UNICEF and the Red Cross. And we can help by giving money or using things like water filters and joining program to teach people and share information. Every small part of help is important, and together it can really change things. And this lack of clean water is global challenges, and we individuals can make most take actions. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Ling, and I am excited to talk to you about conclusion. The lack of clean water is one of humanity's greatest challenges, impacting health, education, and economic opportunity worldwide. Without urgent action, billions will continue to suffer from waterborne illness, food insecurity, and forced migration. And so, the next slide. Call to action here is why it matters. Water is life. Without clean water, there is no health, education, and no future. So let's take action today to make clean water accessible for all. And the next slide is solution. Now I would like to share some real-world examples of initiatives that have successfully expanded access to clean water. First, charity. Water has funded more than 91,000 clean water projects across 29 countries, benefiting 12 million people. They operate on a 100% donation model, so every dollar goes directly into the field. Next, Water.org has enabled over 7 million people to gain safe water and sanitation through microloans, focusing on sustainable financial solution for low-income families. And finally, the UNICEF WASH program. The UNICEF WASH program reached 25 million children in schools between 2020 and 2023 with safe water, sanitation, and heat hygiene education, especially in conflict zones and remote areas. And that's our presentation. Thank you for listening.
So, Rule 4, do you have any question?
Yes, I have a question for the group. How can education and community awareness campaigns help address the clean water shortage in rural areas?
So let me answer your question. I think education and community awareness campaign can help address clean water shortage in rural areas by teaching people how to protect water source, use water efficiently, and adopt safe hygiene practice. And they also encourage community involvement in water conservation and support for a clean water project. That's my answer.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have a question for our group. What do you think is the most serious cause of the lack of clean water, and why?
I think the serious cause is water pollution because it directly affects the quality of water resource. that people rely on every day. Even if have enough water, if it is contaminated with chemicals or waste, it becomes unsafe to use. And unlike the drought, which depend on the natural conditions, and pollution is the main cause by the human activities, so we should control it more effectively. Thanks for the questions.
I have the last question for the group. Among the individual solution to the global lack of clean water, which action do you think is easiest to do and has the biggest impact, and why?
Thank you for your questions. What action that is easy to do and has a big impact is saving water at home. I suggest turning off the tap when not in use, or reducing water from washing vegetables to water, please. This doesn't cost anything. Anyone can do it every day, and if many people do it together, it can have save a high amount of water, and it's also building good habits and can influence many family and friends. This is my actions.